One of the good followers of our channel, Mark Satterfield, gave us some good comments the last couple of days, how we're drawing memories for people like him about the good times we shared as youngsters and young people growing up in the 70s and 80s and watching all kind of sports and watching all kind of entertainment. But he wanted me to do something on the early years of the Nashville Sounds. Now, the Nashville Sounds were considered the most popular Southern League team in minor league baseball at the time. Now, their first two seasons, they were expansion team of the Southern League. As a Double-A affiliate of the Reds, the Sounds played their first game on April 15, 1978 against Memphis at Memphis's Tim McCarver Stadium, which they lost 4-2. They recorded their first win the next evening, defeating the Chicks 3-0. The home opener was scheduled to take place on April 25th, but was rained out and was scheduled for the next night. On April 26th, the Sounds played their first home game, a 12-4 victory against the Savannah Braves, before a sellout crowd of more than 8,000 at Greer Stadium. Nashville did place fourth of five teams in both halves of the inaugural season, which kept the squad out of the championship playoffs. Now, the Sounds had more success at the turnstiles than on the field, as he led all of minor league baseball in attendance by drawing 380,000 fans to Greer in their debut season. They led the league in attendance in each of the next 7 seasons, and according to Bob's information, they were getting upwards of 18,000 people a night for the Double-A. So a great total. Now, it was all down to, I can barely remember how to pronounce his name, Larry Schmidt. Now, he led a group of investors that purchased the franchise and financed the construction of the ballpark. Now, the approach of his philosophy revolved around earning profits not from ticket sales, but the sale of souvenirs and concessions. It also involved promoting family-friendly entertainment rather than baseball games. Through the mid-'80s, the Sounds offered nightly promotions and treated fans to a carnival-like atmosphere between innings. The franchise was recognized with a Larry McPhail Award for outstanding minor league promotions in 78, 80, and 81. Now, manager George Schieber led the Sounds in 79 to win the second half Western Division title, qualifying them for the postseason. After defeating first half winners Memphis 3-1 for the Western Division title, they advanced to the league championship series against the Columbus Astros. Nashville won their first Southern League championship by defeating Columbus 3-1. Now, originally, the Reds allowed Nashville to use a DH in their lineup. The allowance was later revoked since the Reds were part of the National League with pitchers bat instead of using a DH. Schmidt felt the Sounds were at a disadvantage against other teams that utilized the DH, so he looked for a new major league affiliate for 1980. After 2 seasons at Double-A for the Reds, Nashville had a 152-140 win-loss record encompassing all regular season and postseason games. Now, the move in 1980, we're going to do maybe another podcast down the road. New York was looking for a good Double-A franchise. In 1980, they became a Yankees affiliate and set a franchise record best 97-46 record that year, and had a Southern League attendance record of 575,000 fans that year. And, of course, Stump Merrill was there that year. Now, we were growing up, we knew much about the franchise because most of the Montreal Expos and Blue Jay fans were very heavy in watching how the Double-A and Triple-A prospects we had were developed. Montreal had their minor league, their minor league sensations, Dawson, Cromartie, Ellis Valentine, Tim Raines, Carter, Larry Parrish, all the big ones, and he came through the system with no problem. Now, the Sounds are boosted by their mascot Booster. Again, previous parks, Herschel Greer Stadium from 78 to 2014. Now, currently, they're owned by NFP Baseball, Nashville Sounds Baseball Club, with Adam English as GM, with Rick Sweet as manager, and, of course, 94.9 FM The Fan and MILB .TV. Now, getting into that Yankee season in 1980, the 80 Club was ranked as the 69th greatest minor league baseball team of all time by Baseball Historians in 2001. He set, again, the attendance record, 575,676. And again in 81, he reached the title series via another second-half win over Memphis, but he fell to the Orlando Twins in the finals. Now, the 82 Sounds, of course, were managed by Johnny Oates, not as successful, but did defeat the Knoxville Blue Jays in the Western Division Finals, and he advanced to the league title match against the Suns, where he won the franchise's second Southern League championship with a 3-1 series victory. Now, the Sounds qualified for the Western Division Series in each of the next 2 seasons, but fell to the Birmingham Barons in 83 and the Knoxville in 84. Now, one highlight of the 84 season was future Major Leaguer Jim Deshaies pitching the club's first no-hitter against Columbus in the second game of a 7-inning doubleheader on May 4th. Future Red Sox and Expo Otis Nixon also set the franchise career record for stolen bases, 133, over the 81 and 82 seasons. Now, Nashville had a 431, 320 record during their 5-year affiliation with the Yankees, their best record among all affiliations. And their 7-year record in the Southern League was 583, 460. So, Bob, thanks. Bob, I'm taking the fighter. Mark, thanks so much for dropping in. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the idea about minor ball, you look at Pawtucket Red Sox, you look, the Ottawa Lynx many, many years ago, you look at the Dunedin Blue Jays. Minor league baseball is always a good value. It's family orientated. Some stars coming up, some college stars that are trying to work on it. But as we say, like rookie league, single A, high A, double A, triple A. Some of these players, ladies and gentlemen, you saw them at the World Baseball Classic. They're very, very talented. But baseball is harder to make Major League Baseball than any other major league because these players can be playing in the minors. Now, I'm not saying that the Durham Bulls of Bull Durham fame had what they call the legacy of minor ball. But I've covered minor ball. I've been to minor ball games in Massachusetts. It's a great feeling. And to see the young kids, like, of course, the old Pawtucket Stadium where they were dropping the buckets for people to sign. It's a very, very family-orientated and youth baseball-orientated because there's always local promotions. The local media are approachable. There could be cards to a radio station or TV station. We all know that. And the only similar I could say was how the AHL was managed in the Maritimes in the 70s, 80s with the connections between fans and family and the team. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Satterfield, thanks for dropping by. If you like what you're doing here, give us a like, comment, subscribe, or share. As we like to say in Northern New Brunswick, Rescuers Baseball League, swing for the fences. Have a good one. Bye.